about 10 minutes. Now, for flag bearers from each school, let's do
Will do.
to the hole.
Flag bearers from each school to the hallway in approximately 10 minutes.
I would say in 10 minutes.
In 10
make
minutes, say that?
announcement for them to go in.
Okay, so 1:45, you got your flag bearers outside. The nerves didn't hit until the arena started filling.
You've done it 1,000 times.
I know, I know I have. Intrinsically, I know I have. The nerves never get any better. You know that. It's like the first day of class. There is legitimately a reason why I said, please bring me a cordless mic. Because this is I'll be playing with this mic the entire damn time. Between my pen and my mic, I'll be fine.
I won't be able to say the whole time I have to think, so text me later.
Hey, Brian, thank you.
Sure, of course.
Talk to national office. Get me to do this all the time. I will. You know.
That would mean you'd have to go to Pittsburgh next year. So.
Oh, weep, weep. Sad, sad. All right. Mark will let me. We already know Mark will let me travel for USA Wrestling. Dawn will let me travel for USA Wrestling. I'm pretty sure an academic thing, they'd be even more willing to. North Dakota, in the blizzard. Nothing can be worse than driving up a hill to a college in a blizzard. Thank God the guy who was driving me, their athletic director, has a four-wheel drive. Hang on.
Check. It's not on.
No, that's not. It's gonna be this one.
Check, 1, 2. Check.
Let me follow it down.
Your shuffling just picked up.
It's it.
It is.
No, that's not a
I just
mic.
heard you say it's not
No,
on.
this is. Hold on.
It's not a mic.
Check, 1, 2. Someone just said check, 1, 2.
That was me, but so there's a delay.
And there is a delay. The stream is delayed.
We've got to get this off. We've got.
So this is it right here.
Here's your hot mic, yeah.
You just made it loud.
I need Jose
Yeah,
from...
is it going to stay on your head?
Yeah.
If the proctor asks
Let me
you
see
to
if I
remove
can
it,
follow this down
just
to
say
its
yes, thank you.
likely-
All right.
Hang on.
We can't say
Flashlight.
yes, but I'm not saying no.
He muted it.
Just don't use it as an abstract.
Hang on.
It's so awesome. Listen.
Wiggle this for me, would you? Got it.
So this is off. So it's
if you
got to
talk
be
on
this.
Test that one. Let me see if we can check.
Found
Turn
it.
on. There you go.
Found it.
Push
Found
up.
it. Found it.
Click
Wait.
Let us in. Now talk. Do a test.
Test 1, 2. Mic test 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2. Attention teams, if you would be so kind as to scooch yourselves in so you're closer together. We would like to leave the edges of the arena as open as possible, so if you would move to center, consolidate your teams at this time, please.
Wait a minute.
Attention, would the one representative from each state who is designated to carry the state flag please move to the back of the arena? Thank you. Attention, Rick, may we see you to the to the announcer for a moment? Rick, may I see you up on stage? Rick Hopkins? Attention, two small housekeeping items before we start, so we still have a little bit of time. First off, if there is a Charles Ewert in the room, would you please come up or send an emissary with you? And please, students, remember that there are no mascots allowed to be brought to the tables. I am sorry for that. But the mascots can cheer totally from your chairs. They'll like it better there. It's not as scary.
Students and coaches, we have another announcement for you. It has been brought to our attention and visually observed that students are dropping things from the inside of the hotel from one floor to the next. If you are caught, you will be kicked out of the hotel immediately. Your team will be sent home, and there will be no awards given to your team. So coaches, please make sure that your students are aware of this and that they do not drop anything from one floor to the next. Thank you, coaches.
Mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check without reverb 1, 2. All y'all in. Let's try that again. Everyone in the back can hear me? Tom, there's way too much reverb. We're just doing. I think that was too loud. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Yeah, no feedback. Yeah, leave it right there.
Good afternoon and welcome to the United States Academic Decathlon Super Quiz. I am Kat Balch and it is my privilege to serve as your Master of Ceremonies. It's a pleasure to be here and to be part of the Super Quiz and Speech Showcase, the final event of this year's National Academic Decathlon competition. We're in for a very good time together. The topic of this year's curriculum was the American Revolution and the New Nation. And the Super Quiz will include questions from the subjects of art, economics, literature, music, science, social studies, and mathematics. Before we go any further, I request that you turn off all cell phones so as not to interrupt the Super Quiz competition. Again, please fully silence and turn off your cell phones. Also, please remember that there is no flash photography permitted during the Super Quiz. Thank you for your cooperation. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able and remove your hats and caps for the presentation of the flag of the United States by members of the Sons of the American Revolution Dallas chapter under the direction of Commander Bill Watts, followed by the national anthem sung by Frisco ISD's Heritage High School Chamber Choir. And please remember, ladies and gentlemen, to remain standing until the colors are retired to the back of the auditorium. Thank you to the Sons of American Revolution Dallas chapter and to the Frisco ISD Heritage High School Chamber Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin our parade of flags. Please direct your attention to the aisle for the presentation of the flags. Please stand as your flag is presented and remain standing. To lead off from our host state of Texas, Dulles High School, and from Division 4, Health Careers High School and Townview Tag. From Alaska, Lathrop High School, and from Division 4, Ideal Home School and Bering Strait School District. From Arizona, Basis Scottsdale, and from Division 4, Hamilton High School and Walden Grove High School. From California, El Camino Real Charter High School, and from Division 4, Sherman Oaks CES and Lemoore Middle College High School. From Colorado, Mountain Vista High School, and from Division 4, Frontier Academy. From Connecticut, Amity Regional High School. From Georgia, Elite Scholars Academy, and from Division 4, Columbus High School. From Hawaii, Punahou School. From Idaho, Sandpoint High School, and from Division 4, Sugar Salem High School and Marsing High School. From Illinois, Whitney M. Young Magnet High School, and from Division 4, Lane Tech College Prep High School and the Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences. From Indiana, Martinsville High School, and from Division 4, Kankakee Valley School Corporation. From Iowa, Cedar Rapids Jefferson High School, and from Division 4, Union High School and South Central Calhoun High School. From Maine, Oak Hill High School. From Massachusetts, Wellesley High School, and from Division 4, Acton-Boxborough Regional High School and Westwood High School. From Minnesota, Avalon High School, and from Division 4, Lake Crystal Welcome Memorial High School. From Missouri, University Academy. From Nebraska, Pius X High School, and from Division 4, Mount Michael Benedictine School and Gross Catholic High School. From New Jersey, Hackensack High School, and from Division 4, Westwood Regional High School. From New Mexico, St. Pius X High School. From Ohio, Oakwood High School, and from Division 4, Willoughby South High School. From Pennsylvania, Souderton Area High School, and from Division 4, Montagneux School District. From Rhode Island, East Greenwich High School. From Tennessee, Fayette Ware High School. From Utah, Da Vinci Academy, and from Division IV, Union High School. From Virginia, Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology. From Wisconsin, Wilmot Union High, and from Division IV, Melrose Mindoro High School and Green Bay Preble High School. And from Wyoming, Laramie High School. Thank you to our flag bearers. If you have not already done so, you may now return to your seats. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Super Quiz, the exciting final event of the United States Academic Decathlon. Here today are decathletes from across the United States who have spent many months rigorously studying and preparing for this competition, and many of them have earned the title of decathlon champion in their home state. Indeed, all of you here today are champions, and we salute you for your accomplishments and take great pride in your efforts and your achievements. Ladies and gentlemen, please give all our decathletes a warm round of applause. I would like to acknowledge a few of the many special people who are here with us today. Will the members of the Academic Decathlon Board of Directors please stand? And or wave your hands. The Academic Decathlon is run at the state level by a very hard-working group of individuals. Would all Academic Decathlon state directors please stand and wave so we can show our gratitude to you? I'd also like to thank Academic Decathlon corporate sponsor, GCI, for providing the technology to live stream today's Super Quiz. Thank you very much, GCI, for allowing our decathletes, friends, and families back home to watch and cheer them on virtually. Lastly, but certainly not least, I would like to offer a special thank you to our proctors for volunteering your time to help out with today's Super Quiz. Now please give your attention to the instructions for this competitive event. Students and audience, please listen carefully. The scores from today's Super Quiz will be used solely for the purpose of determining the Super Quiz winners and will not affect overall decathlon team or individual scores. First, team stations are indicated by the signs that you see on each table. Please locate your station when we call you up. Your team's identification number will be on your keypad at your station. When you get to your station, confirm that the team number on the keypad is correct. Second, when your academic group is called, varsity, scholastic, or honors, all 3 members of that team will come to your team station. Each team will have 1 keypad device. Each team will have scratch paper and pencils. Each student is allowed to bring one acceptable calculator. Do not touch anything at your station until instructed to do so. Fourth, a total of 18 multiple choice questions will be given for each relay round. There will be one practice question that will be read at the beginning of each round in order to prepare for the round. Each test item has 5 possible responses. The answers are labeled A through E. The test questions will be displayed on the projection screens to the sides of the stage. At this time, nonverbal collaboration will be allowed. When the last answer choice is finished, oral communication is allowed. As quickly as possible, one team member should press the letter key corresponding to the team answer on your keypad. After the answer is entered on the keypad, it will be displayed on the keypad screen. You may change your answer during the response time. After the response time, the clicker will close and no longer accept answers. At that time, the last selected answer is locked into the system and may not be changed. The 2 math questions per round will have a 20-second response time. All other questions will have a 10-second response time. Fifth, at the end of the response time, I will say, "Results, please." Sounds intimidating. A bar graph of responses will be displayed. I will then read the correct answer. If you answered correctly, the computer scoring system will credit your team with 1 point. Students, you may wave the blue flag on your table to show when you've answered the question correctly. Sixth, questions are worth 1 point each for a total of 54 cumulative points per team. 7, it's very important for the audience to remain quiet during each test question and answer period. I must ask the teams and the audience to respect the integrity of the competition and limit your cheering to the time between rounds of questions. But I strongly encourage you to show your team spirit and support your teammates by cheering loudly and proudly between questions and rounds. 8, students, please hold up the red card on your table if you have any questions. If any irregularity is noted by the event coordinator or competition manager, the question will be disqualified and the answers will be removed from the total for the super quiz results at the end of the relay. 9, if I should mispronounce or misread a question, and trust me, that might happen, what appears on the projection screen is the prevailing basis for the question. 10, we have a special event intermixed with our super quiz today, the 2023 Nationals Speech Showcase. We are delighted to have the opportunity this afternoon to hear a few of the very best prepared speeches that were heard by the judges yesterday in our speech event. At the conclusion of round 1 varsity questions, the highest scoring student in the varsity division will present their speech. At the conclusion of round 2 scholastic questions, the highest scoring student in the scholastic division will present their speech. And at the conclusion of the round 3 honor questions, the highest scoring student in the honor division will present their speech. 11, finally, we will be presenting the Super Quiz Team Awards to recognize the top team in Divisions 1, 2, 3, and 4 at the end of today's event. I know that you are eager to get started, and so am I. So let's begin. Will all varsity students please take your place at your team station. Has everyone found their tables? Is everyone ready? Please raise your red card if you're not ready. Perfect. The first round will now begin with the practice question. Varsity practice question. The city of Frisco, Texas was named after which of the following? Is it A, it was named after the owner of a local grist mill named Roy Frisco? B, it was originally known as Summerlin and renamed with the coming of the post office in 1898. C, it was named after the sister city of San Francisco. D, it was named after an Army general's wife, Francisca. Or E, it was named for the St. Louis-San Francisco Railway. 10 seconds begins now. Time. Results, please. And your answer is E. Decathletes, we will now begin. We are on pause for a red card for a brief moment. With that taken care of, we will now begin with the varsity round one. No, we will not. One more moment. We were ready, though. All right, decathletes, let's try that again. Once again, we will now begin with the varsity round one. Question number one. A mutual fund, A, combines stocks and bonds into a single stock fund. B, is a basket of various financial assets that people can buy portions of. C, is a fixed amount of a company that is split between all owners. D, is an investment strategy requiring all owners mutually agreed upon all purchases of stocks and bonds. Or E, it is a fund which an investor can move seamlessly between ownership of stock to ownership of bonds. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the correct answer is B. Question 2. Which type of lyricists composed the parody in response to Dickinson and Lee's The Liberty Song? Was it A, Green, B, Liberal, C, Tory, D, Patriot, or E, Conservative? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the correct answer is C. Question number 3. After the Iroquoian-speaking Tuscarora joined the Iroquois Confederacy, what was the alliance called? Was it A, the Five Nations, B, the Six Nations, C, the Tuscarora-Iroquois Confederacy, D, the Tuscarora Confederacy, or E, the Iroquois Coalition? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the correct answer is B. Question number 4. In the excerpt from On the Equality of the Sexes, what does Murray use as an example of women's intellectual power of imagination? Is it A, the rearing of children, B, musical talents, C, the variety of fashions, D, the many female poets, or E, the variety of recipes and dishes? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The correct answer is C. Question number 5. As the pH in soil increases, most metals tend to precipitate as A, metal carbonates, B, metal oxides, C, metal hydrides, D, metal hydroxides, or E, metal chlorides? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the correct answer is D. Question number 6. Which of the following is analogous to opportunity cost? Is it A, expenditure, B, gains from trade, C, trade-off, D, normative, or E, rationality? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. Yeah, the correct answer is C. Question number 7. The mosaic medium is often associated with which artistic culture? Is it A, Byzantine, B, Gothic, C, Italian Renaissance, D, Etruscan, or E, ancient China? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The correct answer is A. Question number 8. When the Revolutionary War ended, Native Americans who had aligned themselves with the British felt A, resilient, B, thankful, C, relieved, D, abandoned, or E, powerful? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is D. Question number 9. When Wyland says, "She that is gone, they that have perished, were linked with my soul by ties, which only thy command would have broken, but here is sanctity and excellence surpassing human," it is best understood that "she has gone" refers to A, his mother, B, Clara, C, Catherine, D, Louisa, or E, Judith. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is C. Question number 10. What is the convention for notating sharps and flats in prose and musical notation? Is it A, the sign comes after the letter in the notehead? B, the sign comes before the letter in the notehead? C, the sign comes after the letter in prose but before the notehead in musical notation? D, the sign comes before the letter in prose but after the notehead in musical notation? Or E, there is no convention, it's up to the composer to make the choice. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. Ooh. The answer is C. Question number 11. Which of the following best explains why Gilbert Stuart never finished his Anatheum portrait of George Washington? Was it A, he needed to leave his Philadelphia studio quickly because of mounting debts? B, he received Senator William Bingham's commission for the full-length portrait. C, he did not feel he had caught Washington's likeness. D, he damaged the canvas and was unable to continue. Or E, he preferred to use the portrait as a model for others rather than give it up. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is E. Question number 12. What term is used to describe a short-long rhythm with a shorter note occurring on the beat? Is it A, mixed meter, B, key signature, C, harmonic progression, D, Scotch snap, or E, psalm meter? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is D. Number 13. Which group below contains only prominent anti-federalists? Is it A, Alexander Hamilton, John Hancock, Richard Henry Lee, Patrick Henry, and Samuel Adams? B, George Mason, Samuel Adams, and Richard Henry Lee, Patrick Henry, and James Madison? C, Samuel Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Patrick Henry, John Hancock, and Richard Henry Lee? D, John Hancock, Patrick Henry, George Washington, Richard Henry Lee, and Samuel Adams? Or E, Patrick Henry, John Hancock, George Mason, Samuel Adams, and Richard Henry Lee? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Question number 14. According to the circular flow model, factors of production are provided by A, the environment, B, the households, C, the financial market, D, the government, or E, firms. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is B. All righty, question number 15. What is the mass number of 5426 Fe? Is it A, 54, B, 26, C, 80, D, 28, or E, 27? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is A. Question number 16. In the selected work, Rip Van Winkle, upon entering the amphitheater, Rip Van Winkle sees a group playing a game of A, badminton, B, croquet, C, horseshoes, D, pall mall, or E, 9 pins. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Question number 17. Perform the indicated division. This is a 20-second. Divide the polynomial 2 times x to the 4th power plus x to the 3rd power minus 2 times x squared minus 12 times x minus 45 by quantity x plus 2, close quantity. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is D, and I do deeply apologize. I did not say all those possibilities. Question number 18. Express as a trigonomic function that is equal to sine of negative 655 degrees with a positive acute angle. Is it A, sine 35 degrees, B, cosine of 35 degrees, C, sine of 65 degrees, D, sine of 25 degrees, or E, cosine of 55 degrees? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is C. Thank you, students. You may now return to your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, as they return to their seats, give them a round of applause. They deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to welcome the first of our 3 speech presenters to the stage. The 3 students selected to present their speeches were the U.S. team participants who received the highest prepared speech scores in the varsity, scholastic, and honor categories in yesterday's speech event. Please join me now in welcoming Veronica Miller from Montague School District in Pennsylvania.
Some place where there isn't any trouble. Do you suppose there is a place, Toto? There must be. This is a quote from the amazing movie The Wizard of Oz, but it ties behind the scenes more than you may think. Let's start off with the star of the movie, Judy Garland. Judy was only 16 years old in 1928 when she was hired to play young Dorothy Gale. Now, as soon as Judy Garland said, the studio realized, we like how she sings, we like how she acts, but we don't like how she looks. So they immediately started putting prosthetics on her nose and on her teeth to change her facial structure. They put her on a diet consisting of cigarettes, chicken soup, and coffee, and paired that with a workout of hiking, swimming, and tennis every single day. That with her already busy schedule, she was overbooked, and she started using drugs and alcohol more frequently. Now, this next event is probably one of the worst things that ever happened to her in her entire life. It's with the Munchkins. Now, if you're an adult in the dark about this movie, or a little kid, you might think, wow, those would be some cool people to have at a party, or maybe even some cool friends to have around. But it was quite the opposite for Judy. They sexually assaulted Judy multiple times, and they got away with it too. Still to this day, none of them have actually been convicted of what they have done. This is not even mentioning the medical mishaps on set that happened with her other co-stars. Margaret Hamilton, who plays the Wicked Witch of the West, was burned severely in a fire scene. It's the scene where the red smoke comes up after the Wicked Witch sees that Dorothy has her red slippers. Now, Margaret was supposed to disappear under a trapdoor, but that door didn't open, and she was stuck outside with the smoke, which had a reaction to the pain on her skin and left her burned so severely she was in the hospital for 6 weeks. Now, Buddy Epson, the original Tin Man, was applying aluminum dust to his face. The more he applied, the more sick he began to get. He was eventually taken to the hospital in critical condition. They did x-rays on his lungs, and they found out his lungs were entirely coated with aluminum dust. He eventually quit the movie, and he had breathing problems for the rest of his life. Now, Jack Haley, the Tin Man that we know and love, didn't have as bad of an issue. They switched the aluminum powder to an aluminum paste, which only left him with some irritable eye issues that couldn't be fixed with a little ointment or a Band-Aid. Now, Ray Bolger, the Scarecrow, he didn't go unharmed either. His suit was so hot, he was constantly overheating or hyperventilating, and left scars on his torso and on his face. Now, the Cowardly Lion, played by Burt Lahr, his story is a bit more ironic than traumatic like everybody else's. You might look at his lion suit and say, wow, where can I get that for my next Halloween costume party? Well, turns out you can't. It's a real lion pelt, which is very ironic since MGM Studios' mascot is a lion. But anyway, back to the actual important part of the story. That suit on Burt was an extra 100 pounds, and he was given no ventilation and no extra breaks. He had to get that suit industrially dried every single day because he sweated so much. Now, this final scene is one of the worst things for everybody on set, even if they were just pushing water around in the back or holding the camera. It's the iconic Poppy scene, where the snow is falling and it looks so beautiful that you don't care that the Wicked Witch is actually cursing them. But as beautiful and as magical as that snow may be, it's pure poison. It's asbestos, which inhaled causes extreme tetanus and later in life, extreme cases of cancer. Now, let's go back to that quote from the beginning. Some place where there isn't any trouble. Do you suppose there is a place, Toto? There must be. But for the people who worked on this movie and was in this film, there is no safe place or sanctuary for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Veronica, for that outstanding speech. Please give her another round of applause. At this time, would all Scholastic students come to your team stations? Decathletes and proctors, are we ready? The second round will now begin with the practice question first. Scholastic practice question. Which of the following correctly lists when and where the first academic decathlon national competition took place? Was it A, Georgetown University in 1978, B, University of Chicago in 1980, C, Loyola Marymount College in 1982, D, UCLA in 1983, or E, Texas A&M University in 1984? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is C. All right, decathletes, we will now begin with the Scholastic Round 2. Question number 1. What term is used to describe the group of composers that included Timothy Swan, Supply Belcher, Justin Morgan, Andrew Law, Daniel Reed, and William Billings? Was it A, the First American School, B, First Colonial School, C, First Revolutionary School, D, First Yankee School, or E, First New England School? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Question number 2. In the novel Wyland, on the evening that Pleyel had promised to visit Meddington to rehearse a play, Clara hoped A, Carwin would confess his love for her, B, Wyland would allow her to move home again, C, Wyland would announce he was not going to Germany, D, Pleyel would confess he loved her, or E, Carwin would confess that he was the mysterious voice. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is D. Question number 3. Which of the following results in a decrease in equilibrium price and an indeterminable change in equilibrium quantity? Is it A, an increase in demand and supply, B, a decrease in demand and supply, C, an increase in supply and a decrease in demand, D, a decrease in supply and an increase in demand, or E, a government-imposed price ceiling? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is C. Question number 4. What best describes the outcome of the battles of Trenton, Assunpink Creek, and Princeton? A, they demonstrated that the Americans could not yet defeat British forces. B, they exemplified the importance of the Mohawk to the American victories. C, they were large battles that resulted in massive troop losses. D, they boosted American morale and reenlistments. Or E, they were easy victories for the British Army. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. Yep, the answer is D. Question number 5. By emulating antique architectural forms and sculpture, Americans hoped to create associations with Athenian democracy and A, Egyptian stability, B, the Roman Empire's vastness, C, the Roman Republic, D, Christian ideals, or E, the Mediterranean's diversity. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is C. We saw a red card over on... Thank you, John. All right, thank you for that. And ladies and gentlemen, back to it. Question number 6. Which of the following type of composition was not represented in James Lyon's Urania of 1761? A, textless psalm tunes, B, hymns, C, anthems, D, dance tunes, or E, set pieces. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is D. Question number 7. What does the photo... We've got a red card. Keeping going, what does the photoelectric effect demonstrate? A, light behaves as a particle. B, light behaves as a wave. C, electricity behaves as a particle. D, electricity behaves as a wave. Or E, light can be converted into electricity. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is A. And we have a red card on the far side. All right, question number 8. Canasatego served as a diplomat for the Haudenosaunee and helped negotiate treaties with the British involving A, how firearms would be restricted among the Haudenosaunee League, B, land that became the state of Pennsylvania, C, use of water in Ohio and Pennsylvania, D, access to hunting grounds in Ohio, or E, safe travel on roads crossing through Haudenosaunee League land. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is B. Question number 9. At 17 feet across, the Segesser hides can cover a wall, making them most comparable to A, permanent frescoes painted on a ceiling, B, Paleolithic cave paintings of bison, C, large woven tapestries that depict battles, D, church altarpieces of multiple panels, or E, stained glass windows that filter light. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. Yep, the answer is C. Question number 10. What was the Anti-Federalists' most persuasive argument against the passage of the Constitution? Was it A, it did not explicitly mention slavery? B, it lacked an explicit protection of individual liberties? C, it gave the states too much power? D, it empowered the election of the president to Congress, not to the vote of the citizens? Or E, it did not sufficiently define the authority of the Supreme Court justices? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is B. Question number 11. What is the empirical formula for benzene? Molecular formula is C6H6. Is it A, C6H6, B, C3H3, C, CH, D, C2H2, or is it E, C12H12? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is C. Question number 12. Which of the following is most likely the earliest surviving secular music score printed in the colonies? Is it A, the Liberty Song, B, Chester, C, La Marseillaise, D, Yankee Doodle, or E, Hail Columbia? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is A. I've got a red card up front. Cancel that red card. All right, question number 13. Which of the following is a benefit from trade? Is it A, one producer is able to produce beyond their production possibility frontier? B, both producers are able to produce beyond their respective production possibility frontier? C, both populaces can consume beyond what their country could produce by themselves? D, both populaces could consume more than the other populace could before trade occurred? Or E, income from the transactions is more evenly distributed among the populaces? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is C. Question number 14. Federalist number 10 uses what metaphor to explain how liberty and faction are related? Is it A, fire management, B, the patient-doctor relationship, C, the parent-child relationship, D, erosion, or E, mining? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. Ooh, the answer is A. Question number 15. For a successful reaction to occur, what is required? A, matter properties will be shifted by wave energy. B, temperature, pressure, and atmosphere must all equate to 1. C, the molecules must provided a source of bonding for the reaction to occur. D, the properties of the substances must constitute a reactive equation. Or E, reacting molecules must collide with correct orientation and a certain amount of energy. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Question number 16. Emanuel Lutz's motive for painting Washington crossing the Delaware was to instill American patriotism when A, America was becoming increasingly divided over slavery, B, during the War of 1812, England was conscripting American sailors, C, German immigrants like himself were being criticized, D, disputes over territories in the West were intensifying, or E, Andrew Jackson challenged John Quincy Adams for the presidency. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is A. We've got 2 red cards. And now, question number 17. Solve 6 times x squared plus x minus 15 is greater than 0. Is it A, x less than 5/3, B, x less than negative 5/3 or x greater than 3/2, C, x greater than negative 3/2, D, x greater than negative 3/2 and x less than 5/3, or E, x less than or equal to negative 3/2 or x greater than or equal to 5/3. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is B. And finally, question number 18. Evaluate the following expression. Sine of quantity 2 times the arc cosine of negative 3/5 close quantity. Is it A, 4/5, B, 7/10, C, negative 12/25, D, 10/25, or E, negative 24/25? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Thank you, students, and you may return to your seats. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome our second speech presenter. Please join me in welcoming Karina Caballero Pinedo from Townview Tag here in Texas.
Imagine that I am Tlotlo, a 7-year-old Motswana. I reside comfortably in the wetlands of northern Botswana, where my village lives off of the wild beasts and various flora that surrounds us. Or at least, that's how it used to be. Over the years, there have been less and less of the sublime creatures that once roamed our land by the masses. Botswana used to be a safe haven for elephants because of its perpetual peace amidst the war-torn countries of the north. Herds of elephants would travel hundreds of miles to live in the bliss of the thick bush surrounding the Okavango Delta. But this has made my country the target of people seeking wealth from the keratin of our elephants and rhinos. As a result, the government placed a ban on any and all hunting within Botswana. How are we going to eat without the waterbuck and impala to feed our families? Now, my father walks miles every morning to earn less than $1 a day mining in the diamond industry. Sometimes, elephants will unintentionally trample crops meant to last us the winter. What do we get in return? 200 pula, which is the equivalent of about 15 US dollars, are livestock fences plucked out of the ground like toothpicks by the massive tusks of these creatures. What happens then? The cattle that aren't killed by wild animals are contaminated with foot and mouth disease, which is very easily transmittable to humans and can wreak havoc on entire cities. Lions getting into our goat pens in the middle of the night, killing every last one of them. We can't do anything except sit there and watch as our livelihood wails in pools of blood. Now, some villagers get angry and offer their expert tracking skills to poachers in exchange for money to survive. This is a compiled character based on real-life primary sources. So what can be done to protect these mammals from human encroachment on their habitat? Well, one thing is education, helping communities understand the importance of protecting the last of these endangered species. Innovation and technology in the form of diversification of diets through substituting fertile soil with goat manure in order to grow various vegetables and legumes. Now, the big question, money. How will we fund efforts to spread these messages and practices among the people? Well, one way is through a whole other sector of the economy, ecotourism. People can experience the beautiful natural wonders of the world while profits go to protecting these areas and benefiting communities nearby. Another flow of income is game reserves, requiring people to earn a hunting license, limiting them to the animal which they purchased, and enforcing the rules of a fair kill are all ways that game reserves can protect the wildlife and preserve these areas. With controlled hunting, everything is organized, calculated, and precise. Through these efforts, the endangered species and untouched wilderness are preserved, people from around the world can experience their beauty, and surrounding communities are compensated for their troubles. Thank you.
Thank you, Karina, and congratulations on your exemplary performance in this year's speech event. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give Karina a grand round of applause. It's that time. All honor students, come to your team stations. Once again, decathletes, as you are settling in, please do remember that while I am reading the question, you are allowed silent communication only. It's after I complete the reading of the question and the subsequent answers that you may verbalize amongst yourselves. The third round will now begin with a practice question. Frisco, Texas has 5 professional sports teams and is home to all the following state-of-the-art sporting venues except A, Toyota Stadium, B, Dr. Pepper Ballpark, C, Comerica Center, D, Thunderdome, or E, The Star. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is D.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just talking.
We will now, ladies and gentlemen, begin the honor round 3. Question 1. What proof does Pliel provide to Weiland that Clara is having an affair with Carwin? Is it A, Pliel believes he saw Clara and Carwin in an embrace? B, Carwin told Pliel they were lovers? C, Carwin implied he was Clara's lover and then showed Pliel the sketch she had made of him? D, Pliel believes he heard Clara and Carwin speaking things that only lovers would say to each other? Or E, Pliel shows him a love letter that Clara wrote to Carwin? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. Yep, the answer is D. Question number 2. What best describes the importance of the Virginia and Kentucky resolutions of 1798? A, they were strongly opposed by George Washington. B, they were based on the precedent of British common law. C, they were supported by different political parties in their respective states. D, they exemplified the goals of the Federalist Party. Or E, they were later used to justify the secession of the southern states during the Civil War. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Question number 3. The titration of an unknown concentration of hydrochloric acid solution with a 0.1 mole sodium hydroxide represents which of the following general classes of reaction? Is it A, synthesis, B, decomposition, C, combustion, D, single replacement, or E, double replacement? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Question number 4. In a reversible reaction, the difference between the activation energy of the forward reaction and the activation energy of the reverse reaction is equal to A, the potential energy of the reactants, B, the potential energy of the products, C, the enthalpy change for the reaction, D, the activation complex, Or E, the temperature of the catalyst? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is C. Question number 5. What about Phyllis Wheatley's life indicated the current trend of neoclassicism? A, she endured the Middle Passage as an enslaved African. B, she was educated with the works of Virgil, Ovid, and Homer. C, she published a poem eulogizing Reverend George Whitefield. D, Wheatley commemorated the Revolutionary War with a poem. Or E, she traveled to London to meet her supporter and patron. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is B. Question number 6. A company produces COVID-19 tests. In the healthcare industry, COVID-19 tests are in high demand and profitable. Now, assume suppliers from abroad are entering the U.S. market. What will happen to the market supply curve of the COVID-19 tests now? A, it shifts to the right. There are more suppliers in the marketplace. B, it shifts to the right. There are cheaper tests on the market. C, it shifts to the left. Other companies want to sell more tests. D, it stays the same while the quantity supplied will drop. Or E, it stays the same while the quantity supplied increases. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is indeed A. We've got a red card to my left. All righty. Question number 7. Which factor below did not especially contribute to placing Massachusetts at the vanguard of the American Revolution? Is it A, the practice of holding democratic town meetings to inspire citizens to serve in public office? B, a shared cultural tradition of resistance encouraged citizens to be more tolerant of patriots who disobeyed British authorities? C, British appeasement policies towards Native Americans who attacked colonial settlements? D, the closing of fertile lands in the West to prospective colonial farmers? Or E, the large number of British troops in Boston who competed with citizens for jobs? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is C. Question number 8. Which of the following statements best describes how the old American company made use of the federal overture as it traveled beyond Philadelphia? Is it A, the overture was always presented exactly as it had been played in Philadelphia? B, Carr was commissioned to write an entirely new overture for every city the company visited? C, new tunes that were popular in those towns were included in the overture? D, the overture was abandoned entirely in order to limit the number of musicians needed for tour performances? Or E, new composers were commissioned to write new overtures for each city? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is C. Question number 9. In 1820, British critic Sidney Smith exclaimed, "In the 4 quarters of the globe, who reads an American book?" This question most implies that A, the literacy rates throughout the world are very low, B, Americans do not have the ability to print and publish books, C, because it's a new nation, people around the world would have not yet begun reading American literature, D, people around the globe do not spend their time reading, or E, America has failed to produce much aesthetic literature. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Question number 10. What kind of reaction is represented by 2C7H5NO2 solid goes to 3N2 gas plus 7CO gas plus 5H2O gas plus 7C solid? Is it single replacement, B, double replacement, C, acid-base, D, synthesis, or E, decomposition? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Question number 11. Self-sufficiency building toward independence began in the North American colonies A, after the French were defeated in the 7 Years' War, B, when Britain forbade the institution of slavery, C, with the implementation of the Navigation Acts, D, as the first national bank was established, or E, with the skirmish at Lexington? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. Ooh, the answer is A. Question number 12. The Civilian Conservation Corps was a federal work program that was inclusive of Native Americans. This is evidenced by A, the Pueblo workers hired to restore Pueblo Bonito, B, the hiring of Lenny Lenyap to create a historic Shakamaxon village, C, Tinglet and Haida men hired to restore Sitka's historic collection, D, local native photographers employed to advertise national parks, or E, the hiring of Esopus people to excavate mastodon bones in Newburgh, New York. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is C. Question number 13. All of the following are true about Francis Hopkinson's My Days Have Been So Wondrous Free, except A, it was the first known original example of secular music in the colonies. B, it was published in 1759. C, it was written on 2 staves, treble and bass. D, for the vocal part, Hopkinson turned to a text from poems on several occasions. Or E, it employs melismas and ornamentation. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is B. Question number 14. Monticello was built with many style points borrowed from all the following except A, British Palladianism, B, ancient Greece, C, French neoclassicism, D, ancient Rome, or E, French Gothic. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is E. Question 15. Which of the following is true concerning the first bank of the United States? A, it printed U.S. currency. B, it did not accept tax revenue. C, it was like the Federal Reserve in that it was a banker's bank. D, it created the budget for the federal government. Or E, it made business loans. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. Ooh. The answer is E. Question number 16. The British Carlisle Peace Commission of 1778 offered the Americans A, a path to home rule within the British Empire, B, military assistance in the American expansion westward, C, duty-free tea for American markets, D, independence on the condition that the slave trade cease, or E, protection against the Iroquois Confederacy. Time starts now. Time. Results, please. And the answer is indeed A. Question 17. Find the vertex of the parabola 2 times x squared equals 6 times x minus 2? Is it A, ordered pair 3 halves negative 5 fourths, B, ordered pair 3 halves negative 5 halves, C, ordered pair 3 negative 1 fourth, D, ordered pair negative 3 5 halves, or E, ordered pair 3 halves negative 1 fourth? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. Yep, the answer is B. And question number 18. Which of the following is an identity for the expression quantity tangent cubed of theta minus 1, close quantity, divided by quantity tangent of theta minus 1, close quantity? Is it A, quantity tangent of theta minus 1, close quantity squared, B, secant squared of theta minus 2 times tangent of theta, C, secant squared of theta plus tangent of theta, D, secant squared of theta minus tangent squared of theta, or E, tangent squared of theta minus 1? Time starts now. Time. Results, please. The answer is C. Thank you, students, and you may now return to your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please now join me in a very large round of applause for an outstanding group of young people, all of whom are champions here today. This was the final round of the Super Quiz event, and the Super Quiz scores are being compiled for each team, and the winner of today's event will be announced momentarily. It is now, though, ladies and gentlemen, my great pleasure to welcome our final speech presenter to the stage. Please join me in welcoming Fana de Rosario from Health Careers High School here in Texas.
Under consumerism and celebrity culture's beautifully dangerous influence, it's normal to sacrifice an entire paycheck on a one-time only shoe sale that will later occur in 2 weeks. It's normal to constantly refresh a Kardashian's Instagram page just to see what they're wearing today. We want to resemble these people, but we can't necessarily afford their Chanel tweed pieces or Louboutin red bottoms. And companies know this. To prey upon us, they created fast fashion. Fast fashion is defined as the rapid production of inexpensive clothing by mass market retailers in response to the latest trends. But unlike these trends, Earth and its inhabitants are not temporary. The shelves of fast fashion, encouraging excessive consumerism, environmental deterioration, and the exploitation of our Earth's inhabitants should be emptied, making space for one product: sustainability. Anyone in the public eye is a strategically posed mannequin, blinding viewers into submission. We share in the world's advertised mindset of, if they wear it, you should want it. It's how Paris Hilton's iconic velour tracksuits became terry cloth at Forever 21. It's how Kendall Jenner's iconic luxurious Hockney dress became a $30 Zara staple. The latter options are notorious examples of fast fashion, poorly made and short-term in style. Yet, it is precisely why fast fashion continues to reign. These companies can mass-produce thousands of articles of clothing daily, cheaply and swiftly. And what's met with pleasant surprise should be met with alarm. Once the trend is over, what happens to its lackluster clothing? They aren't worn because, God forbid, you wear something out of style. They're simply thrown away. They end up in landfills and overflow them. With the abundance of trends comes the acceleration of consumption and thus the acceleration of environmental damage. People want something. They buy it, they get sick of it, they throw it away, and the cycle repeats itself. Earth is sacrificed for a few t-shirts. The production of clothing results in carbon emissions and contaminated water supply, while the disposal of clothing leads to textile waste and global warming. We buy from fast fashion brands because we want to flaunt our style. At this rate, we will not have a planet to flaunt on. And then comes the relatively known issue of fast fashion, the exploitation of workers. Although fast fashion employs an approximate 75 million workers worldwide, only an estimated 2% make a living wage. And these companies do not shy from using child labor, considering clothing production is relatively low skill. Exploiting these workers, fast fashion deliberately capitalizes off of their desperation to make a few dollars daily, if they are even paid at all. They target third world countries such as the Philippines and Indonesia, countries you commonly see on your clothing tags. Fast fashion isn't cheap. It just means that the workers are paying the price for you. In an ideal world, these brands would be banned. Yet there's the common excuse of, I can't afford anywhere else. Fast fashion does not thrive off of low-class consumers. It never has, and it never will. Fast fashion thrives off of addicted consumers. Fooled by these questionably low prices, they continue to buy more, and none of it ever lasts. Save yourself a trip to the dumpster and buy clothes made with good intentions. The earth and its future generations will thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will just bear with us while the votes are tabulated and the results are brought to me, we will have the results in just a moment. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, before we get on with the award ceremony and our team super quiz results, we do have two little bits of housekeeping information. One for you decathletes. Please, when your schools are called, when the winners are announced, please come up on the Texas flag side and exit the stage on the U.S. flag side. Got it? Good. Also, for coaches, please be aware, due to the forthcoming inclement weather forecast for this evening here in the Metroplex, we've decided for everyone's safety to move the team event indoors to the convention center here. A movie will be played in Frisco 1. Games will be set up in Frisco's 2, 4, and 5, and in the foyer. A buffet dinner will be ready at 6 p.m. in the foyer for a grab-and-go meal. Tables will be set up throughout the foyer for teams as well. We invite you to grab some food, find your twin team, play some games, make some friends, and have a relaxing good time celebrating all that your teams have accomplished this entire academic decathlon season. Well done, and we look forward to seeing you at this evening's event. Again, that will be inside here at the convention center. Ladies and gentlemen and decathletes, are you ready? Well, so are we. We are now ready to present the Super Quiz Team Awards and recognize the top team in Divisions 1, 2, 3, and 4. We will be starting in descending order. For our first place Super Quiz winners in Division 4, ladies and gentlemen, there is a tie. And as we only have currently one plaque, the second plaque will be ordered and organized to get to you. The winning teams for Division 4 are from Illinois, Lane Tech High, and from Texas, Health Careers High. righty. In Division 3, taking first place in the Super Quiz, from Ohio, Oakwood High. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for Division 2. Taking first place in the Super Quiz for Division 2, from Wisconsin, Wilmette Union High. And ladies and gentlemen, in Division 1, the first place Super Quiz team from Illinois, Whitney Young High. Once again, coaches and teams, remember that tonight's events have been moved indoors due to the threat of inclement weather. Ladies and gentlemen, I have had a delightful afternoon, and I hope you did too. Thank you, and have a pleasant evening.